You want to change my music style? Bitch, fuck you. This is what I'm actually intended to be. I'm destined to do. Besides, I hate you all, so motherfuck all of you. Cooking your baby for barbecue. Try to take a selfie, but I got the steps, so I stepped the fact in the head with an iPad that I had held in my damn hand. And if I could, I would terrorize my entire neighborhood. Staple a bitch and rape her butt naked and step her with a fucking broken wood. Cause this shit's brute. Leaving your babies adopted just for food. Leaving your face fractured with a spatula. Feed them fragmentations of your facial structure. Some fucking starving tarantula. Opportunities distinguished. I'm spilling your intestines. Vicious enough to eat 6 infants from trash bins. Motherfucker. Walking butt naked across the street. Waving my middle finger at random peeps while looking like some fucking freak. So take heed a bit as I stampede the shit. Listen to me as I'm spitting this drum scheme that is, bitch. I'm the evil within skin if you skins and domestically sinning and sticking needles and pins into voodoo doors and shit. I cut your glands off, stuff him in a fucking trash can. Fucking hate man, stab him in the abdomen in front of all men. I have no friends, just pentacles and pentagrams. It's time to relapse a bit and perhaps I'm about to slice appendix in half. I have no friends, just pentacles and pentagrams. It's time to relapse a bit and perhaps I'm about to slice appendix in half. Plus I never rocked the show on stage, but it ain't stopping me from unleashing my every bit of hate and rage. Evil and vile, similar words, different styles, running insanely as I'm waving signs like synthesized. The size of 666 sites, subliminal messages immersing in till some babies umbilical hemorrhages, causing sickening abortions and massive clinical miscarriages. But I'm sure there's a pint of splattered blood from a ton of glands. So behold a couple of feet ahead, up beheaded, slicing cords of organs and heads. Horrifying with these drums, I'm horrifically rhyming. Evil and vile enough to leave your ass frying. Cause my shit's 10 times tremendous, horrible and terrifying. Bullets hit you till you're trembling. Forming rhymes of the formula till I'm sick enough to pass out and enter a coma. So pass the diploma to a fucking dolphin. Slit your lips and dip beating intestines in the corner of this cornea. So call it a motherfucking dilemma. Smell the aroma of this horror's aurora. Perhaps I've got some strange issue, like tune on infant's brain tissue. They say incense what I am maybe is true. So excuse my fucking French baby before I eat you. So with this knife I'm slashing your throats. My new persona is immune to assaults. My shit's repercussion. The tip of my tongue is still pulsing lately. A ton of clues if reps spread out the refrigerator. Skulls, eyeballs, torsos, assholes, shit, it depends. Leaving nothing but motherfucking bloodshed. Abortion clinics, squeezing spines of necks like pierced necklaces and shit, bitch. Outside cause forever spitting this. I have no friends, just pentacles and pentagrams. It's time to relapse a bit and perhaps I'm about to slice appendix in half. I have no friends, just pentacles and pentagrams. It's time to relapse a bit and perhaps I'm about to slice appendix in half. I have no friends. Assimilator of the subshit, insulated the dominator. Drink your flesh up like an incubator. A silent tormentor, the rages of this radius and flaming cynic psychotic informer. Encrypted blood beta out of the best and that's the allied exhumer. Defy the salivator to reach a futuristic vader. Just to sniff the essence out of toxicity's inhaler. As if I'm dominating KK, diversificator like an NES simulator. So call me by the time I've reached my peak just to examine skeleton of the assignation simulator. An extreme stimulator. The morbid grind, the even more burial rama. Put intelligent group falsifying the my psyche's heated up in sections. Insanities and actions feeding off like brainwaves, delta infection. My brain slick like flames. Insane enough to slit some veins. Several times should I say a whole fucking day. Leaving 6 infants slain and bleeding in a daze. Yeah, I'm trying to make it with evil intentions to be this insane and shit. Bodies and bowels, some intestines with no haste, bitch. Still spitting some insane shit, so ain't no hesitation. If I can mutilate the whole multi-civilization to bits. Cause this is the sickest verse, so ain't no need to rehearse. Just me and the stimulus spin out the fucking intergalactics. Fuck the universe. Fuck the universe. Fuck the universe. I've got so much hate, my insanity caused me to scotch some baby's ribcage and blow his brains out with a 12 gauge. Just stick his bodily remains inside the bird's cage. Evilest intentions to spill out your intestines, still scoring enough to sizzle a bit of this segmentation fragments. I hate makes with a passion, the face of expansion, disposing cut up box remains and disposable trash bins. Evil's my next lubricant, then you can took to death. So some split a bit like some fetus, so as I'm bending babies to bits. I fucking hate you all in the fucking. I mutilate a newborn and rip its less whore. Sick and raw, I'm forever like this. Into all those comebacks out there, just hear my fucking call. I'm about to dislocate in gore. That's so fucking horrid and horrible. Like a butterfly looking so adorable, with cancerous pus coming out of its bleeding asshole. Plus, it's far from foaming at the mouth, freakish like vampire bats in the depths of nocturnal caverns. My emotions umpire the monstrous blissfulness. Fuck the universe. Fuck the universe. Fuck the universe. I'm getting high as I'm spitting these evil rhymes, writing these sickest slurs that I can compromise. Graphical enough to cut your fucking ass if you laugh at me for no reason, cause you don't know what it's like to be the psychotic and evil. And if you do, just leave me the fuck alone, for I eat your baby's stomach, they hit you fatally. I leave him without any slight of breathing, just purely bleeding, because I'm so vile that I make your ass vomit. See me with a fucking meat cleaver, scaring the fuck out of people, killing off more of these people, tie him up to burn steeples. Freddy Krueger's close meets like mirror shapes of vomit and night terrors. Can you feel this life ripping your baby's face in half, motherfuckers? And plus I'll be back in your bitch and cut off her fucking intestines. Phosphate as some broken glass first, bumping Eminem's relapse. And I guess I keep on sodomizing your wife's fucking ass. But okay, maybe it's more than just that, but I guess I was like goes of the fucking limits. And I'm greatly compromising a ton of eater heads mixed with vampire bats. And you just don't know how much I'm demented, sick enough to disembowel circus, those fucking faggots. Sing a blissful misimpaction and pull this intestine ripped out looking like spaghetti congestion. You're waiting for my sophomore like the fucking plague. Lyrical cynical infestations, where you at, you bunch of fags. Spitting them rhymes of spunk, now who's the punk? Smelling some skunk cesses that's lurking in the park. Hormone progresses, and hormones incompetent. Cooking baby dolls in the barbecue, by definitions like hell, trapped inside the goo. Fishing in hell, whole pools of fish, stones from burnt stools, while sucking out some fetal juice. 666, leaving chunks of chumps scattered in junkyards, cause I get nastier than pus infected us. Fucking bitches in the ass. So what you think? How about I fuck you in the ass on the sink, bitch? By any means, I've had the given chance. Stab a fucking man in the head, rape his fucking yellow wood. They cut off his fucking glands and do anything that I seem to a fucking pile of stoop. If by any means, I've had the given chance. Stab a fucking man in the head, rape his fucking yellow wood. They cut off his fucking glands and do anything that I seem to a fucking pile of stoop. Perhaps you can call me an asshole, but I still stand by the stance of the cynical mic stance. Thinking about stabbing 6 more facts in the fucking esophagus. Some seasons Belgian and that it's phantasmal. Rum glistening plasma, breathing out fatal asthmas. Cause you cannot kiss my fucking ass as I'm cutting your fucking heads. Cause I'd be shitting on them. All those are trying to imagine cause damage to my emotions. They should suffer every form of sufferance. 666 as I'm feasting on the infested intestines with the evilest intentions. The heads slit the heads of the infants and then their marriages into miscarriages. What I meant is damage every pregnant bitch, rape her in front of her husband just for a mutilated faggot and decapitate his fucking head. And she fetus out her ass and videotape the shit just for the laughs and post it on the internet for the entire world to witness. Censorship can eat this fucking dick cause I'm laughing at terrorist attacks and tragical accidents. A baby's leg bone infested with tumors. Just by any means, I've had the given chance. Stab a fucking man in the head, rape his fucking yellow wood. They cut off his fucking glands and do anything that I seem to a fucking pile of stoop. If by any means, I've had the given chance. Stab a fucking man in the head, rape his fucking yellow wood. They cut off his fucking glands and do anything that I seem to a fucking pile of stoop. Splice Wild cynical psychos, spitting sickening rhymes, this mixed with venomous rhyme forms. Sickest visions of dogs, convulsion to cynic incisions. Musical madness, evaluating cycles of significance. Morbid, blasphemous lyricism, this spontaneously malevolence. I spit a ton of lyrics, just cause I'm spliced from within. I'm outside quadruplets of fragments, just like a fix sicker than the sickest. Stuck alright, stuck that twist of finger clips that I form. Numerous skin structures like skeleton twins mixed with cancerous schemes. I'm beneficent with these drums is benevolent, violent enough to be malevolent. I'm puking gangrene out of my hygiene, high enough to mesmerize the vomit for high-analyzed beat, hybrid indeed. Shit, my reputation's been damaged, but ain't no stopping me from discouraging plenty of you that's less than shit. And it's mostly cause I keep my shit raw and savage, but ain't no stopping this momentum. Disempower a few of you average ass rappers that you wouldn't manage to pinch right back in your intestines with a fucking bandage. From all the guys that's spilling, just cause I keep it raw and savage, wickedly salvage enough to sabotage. And it's just me and this template of rhyme spills. Fuck everybody to vocabulary spills and blood splits. High stripped from within, so let this rap shit begin as a sin once again, bitch. I'm an alien in my own invaded space, straight out of this place, through time and dimensions. All I've ever wanted was to reach the awakening ascensions. From within this evenness, it's like insanity's in the making. These drums seem so apprehensive. From within this insanity, still forming in the mouth bubblingly, instantly. Till there's no saliva left that's dripping out of my bubbling. That's rotary, intense curse with immense tensile madness. I'm drenching some blood out of your bodily function. Mentally fucked till I'm terribly stuck by the first tendency of writer's block. Bear witness from within this deviousness, as I'm dedicating such sicker lyrics to the sickness. I'm trying so damn hard to keep in just like this. A fetal apprehension, stay vomiting a ton of fecal ingestion. Kinky rhymes that I'm playing for feet that I know comprehension. And I'll be eating every last bit of intestinal chunks out your bleeding baby in such terror. I laugh hysterically as your pregnant wife relapse, while I'm smashing your veins through a fucking trance till your ass fucking collapse. While I'm spitting sicker straps on wax, some kinda twisted time, so it's time to split a ton of cannibalistic rhymes. Oh, I'm definitely at the top of my dome, but besides that I'm at the edge of this madness when making a mannequin's heart attack in the dark side of this damn park. Suspenseful lyricism that's making me shit out your fucking skull and tear it apart. Rhymes that's inevitably compared like smart ass. I've had enough and I just can't take it, I guess. All I wanna do is cut your heart out and bake it, join your fucking bypass. Outside goes off the wall, sicker than Cisco, panicking frantically at the disco. And you're about to get your brisket sawed off attached to some seagull's asshole that's ripped and pulled apart from both side shows. My rhymes horrid and sore enough that you vomit them out like a fucking deformed, wide open, kind of infested whore. So listen, cause time to make you all from laughing at me so hard to shivering in gore. I spit your skull wide open once again in front of stillborn cyborg. Still spitting rhymes at the top of my dome, spreading multiple forms, high stripped and torn, mentally twisted with the sickest rhymes that's gifted to release out of my fucking chest and leave a whole civilization better than pink slime. Till I'm figuring out the problem of this slick shit scope. First of all, I'm sick of your, if I cannot smash the scores of you till you bleed and fall, convulse on the floor like a serpentine single, long crack, still out the microphones. I'll disgorge your face with all sorts of blades while I'm spitting these frantic words of spades, spilling your veins, drilling your brains to pierce your face with such drums. Displaced, that's out of place, cause I'm still insane enough with 6 razor blades sharp enough to cut your arteries, veins and inflammatory brains. And plus you're all before me at the mouth so slow as I'm igniting microphones, just like burnt human bones, with sickest intentions to eat your baby's eyeballs and leave a skeletal structure bent to the bone, looking like a fucking beeholes, figment hormones, chromosome, jumping your squad till your skeletal structures horrifically deformed. I spray a newborn cyborg with chloroform, I pierce the skull in fears. I'm writing lyrics filled with so much hate till inflammation gets out of these veins, and enough rage bursting from within this artery gets pink till blood sucked out of veins and your entire asshole split. I'm still tinting from within cause I'm a bit shivering, enough section that slits your clitoris wide open, ratchet from within. I'm still writing lyrics, the semblance, dismemberment, 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 dismemberment,